Gentlemen, listen closely, especially those of you over 50. If you think simply drinking plain water is enough to maintain your vitality, your circulation, and yes, your sexual health, you are missing a critical piece of the puzzle. Your body doesn't just need hydration, it needs activation. It needs a catalyst to truly function at its peak. Right now, your nitric oxide levels, those tiny molecules responsible for widening blood vessels, boosting circulation, and powering erections, are likely declining. And this is not just about age, it's about how modern habits silently chip away at your body's natural performance. But here's the exciting part. You can reverse this. You can take action today, starting with something as simple as what you drink. Adding the right nutrients, the right compounds to your water transforms it from a passive necessity into a performance-enhancing elixir. Suddenly, your circulation improves, your stamina surges, and your erections become harder and longer lasting. This isn't speculation, it's biology. Nitric oxide is the key, and it can unlock energy and vigor you thought were long gone. This is your moment. Stop settling for mediocre water that does nothing but pass through your system. You have the power to optimize your body, revitalize your energy, and reclaim the strength and confidence you deserve. Every sip can be a step toward a stronger, healthier, more virile. You don't wait, don't accept decline as inevitable. Men over 50, it's time to upgrade every drop you drink for your heart, your health, and yes, for rock-solid erections that remind you what real vitality feels like. The science is clear, the method is simple, and the results are waiting. Take control now. Nitric oxide is not just a buzzword in health circles. It is one of the most powerful molecules in your body, silently controlling systems that determine how energized, healthy, and virile you feel every single day. For men over 50, nitric oxide is nothing short of a biological powerhouse. It is the molecule that relaxes and widens your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely to every organ, every tissue, and yes, every part of your reproductive system. It is the very reason younger men experience effortless stamina, powerful erections, and fast recovery, and why many men over 50 start noticing a decline if they don't actively support its production. Think of your blood vessels as highways and nitric oxide as the traffic regulator. When there's plenty of nitric oxide, the traffic moves smoothly, energy circulates efficiently, and your body performs at its peak. When nitric oxide levels drop, those highways become congested, circulation slows, and your energy, endurance, and sexual performance start to falter. Many men assume that age alone is to blame. But here's the truth. The decline in nitric oxide is not inevitable. It's often a consequence of modern lifestyle habits, poor nutrition, and even simple oversights like drinking plain water without giving your body the compounds it needs to activate this crucial molecule. This is why understanding nitric oxide is transformative. It's not just about erections, although that is one highly visible and motivating benefit. Nitric oxide supports cardiovascular health by keeping your blood vessels flexible, helping to regulate blood pressure, and improving oxygen delivery throughout your body. It boosts recovery, allowing your muscles to perform better and repair faster. It even supports brain health by ensuring your neurons receive adequate oxygen. In short, nitric oxide is the linchpin of vitality, the invisible force that determines whether you feel weak, tired, and slowed down, or powerful, energized, and confident. Now, many men over 50 rely on exercise, supplements, or even medications to feel more vital, but often miss the single most effective, simple strategy: enhancing your nitric oxide naturally, starting with what you drink every day. Plain water hydrates, yes, but it does nothing to stimulate nitric oxide production. Your body needs certain nutrients, amino acids, and plant compounds to kickstart the chemical reactions that generate nitric oxide in your blood vessels. Without them, hydration is passive. With them, every sip becomes an active step toward peak circulation, endurance, and sexual performance. Consider this. Nitric oxide is fleeting in the body. It is produced, it does its work, and then it breaks down. This means it must be replenished daily. Every day you fail to support its production is another day your circulation underperforms, another day your stamina wanes, another day your erections weaken. This is not just theory. Studies show that men who optimize nitric oxide levels through diet and supplementation experience measurable improvements in blood flow, sexual function, and overall energy. Imagine regaining the vigor you felt in your 30s, feeling your muscles pump more efficiently, recovering faster, and experiencing erections that are hard and long-lasting, simply by giving your body what it needs to produce this molecule naturally. The beauty of nitric oxide is that it responds quickly. Unlike some slow-acting supplements or lifestyle changes, activating nitric oxide can produce noticeable effects in weeks, sometimes days, and the methods are simple. Consuming specific amino acids like L-arginine and L-citrulline, eating nitrate-rich foods such as leafy greens and beets, and enhancing your hydration with compounds that stimulate nitric oxide production can dramatically change your physiology. Each step is rooted in science, not hype. The research is clear. When you actively increase nitric oxide, your blood vessels relax, your heart functions more efficiently, your energy rises, and your erections strengthen. But this isn't just about physical performance. It's about confidence, self-esteem, and quality of life. Men over 50 who ignore nitric oxide often notice a slow erosion in how they feel, how they perform, and even how they engage in daily life. They feel tired, sluggish, and disconnected from the vitality they once had. On the other hand, men who prioritize nitric oxide feel alert, energized, and in control. They experience a renewed sense of masculinity and well-being that radiates into every area of life. When you understand that one tiny molecule, nitric oxide, controls so much of your physical and sexual health, it becomes clear that supporting it isn't optional. It's essential. In the end, nitric oxide is your body's natural performance booster. It's invisible, but its effects are undeniable. It determines whether your blood flows freely, whether your muscles recover efficiently, whether your erections are firm and reliable. For men over 50, understanding and supporting nitric oxide is a game changer. It is the difference between feeling like age is catching up with you and feeling unstoppable, confident, and vibrant. The good news is that it's not complicated, expensive, or time-consuming. With the right approach, you can naturally maximize nitric oxide, transform your circulation, reclaim your energy, and restore sexual vitality. Every day you delay is another day your body underperforms. But every step you take now is a step toward a stronger, healthier, and more powerful version of yourself. Nitric oxide is not just a molecule, it is your secret weapon for longevity, performance, and rock-solid masculinity. Activate it, feed it, prioritize it. Your body and your confidence will thank you. Plain water might seem like the simplest, most obvious way to stay healthy, but for men over 50, relying on it alone is a mistake that can quietly undermine your vitality. Hydration is essential, no question, but water by itself does not actively support the chemical and physiological processes your body needs to perform at its peak, especially after 50. At this stage of life, your circulation, energy levels, and sexual function are more dependent than ever on the bioactive compounds that water alone cannot provide. Simply put, water hydrates your cells, but it does not stimulate them, energize them, or trigger the biochemical reactions that restore and enhance your performance. Without this, you are missing out on one of the most powerful tools available to optimize your health. The truth is that as men age, our bodies experience a natural decline in key molecules like nitric oxide, which regulate blood flow, oxygen delivery, and tissue repair. Water alone cannot counteract these age-related declines. It keeps your body functioning at a baseline level, but baseline is no longer enough. After 50, your body craves activation. It craves nourishment that not only sustains life but enhances it. That's where targeted compounds, nutrients, and amino acids come into play. By adding the right elements to your daily hydration, you convert a simple necessity, water, into a performance-enhancing tool that directly impacts your energy, stamina, and sexual vitality. Most men overlook this because they equate hydration with health. They think that drinking 8 glasses of plain water is enough, and in many ways it is not entirely wrong, but it is incomplete. Your body is not a passive machine. It responds dynamically to the inputs you provide. When you supply water enriched with nitric oxide boosters, amino acids like L-arginine and L-citrulline, and nitrate-rich nutrients from plants like spinach, arugula, or beets, You give your blood vessels the signal to dilate, your heart to pump more efficiently, and your muscles to receive oxygen faster. This transforms hydration from a passive act into a strategic advantage, a way to proactively fight age-related decline and reclaim the vigor that many men assume is lost forever. The difference is striking. Plain water keeps you alive, but water with activation compounds enhances your life. It improves your endurance during exercise, speeds recovery, sharpens mental focus, and powers stronger, longer-lasting erections. This is not speculation, it's science. The amino acids and plant compounds that support nitric oxide production directly affect the cellular pathways responsible for circulation and tissue health. When your body produces more nitric oxide, blood flows freely, oxygen reaches every corner of your body, and energy levels rise. Every sip you take is an opportunity to nourish your body and reclaim the vitality that age can slowly erode if left unchecked. Another reason plain water falls short is that men over 50 often experience subtle dehydration without realizing it. Hormonal changes, lifestyle factors, medications, and even diminished thirst response contribute to lower hydration levels. This subtle dehydration can compound declines in circulation, energy, and sexual performance. But when you enhance your water with the right nutrients, you not only maintain hydration, but actively combat these physiological challenges. You create a cascade of benefits: improved blood flow, enhanced stamina, and stronger sexual function. The result is not just feeling better in your day-to-day life, it's feeling empowered, energized, and in control of your health. Many men are surprised to learn how easy it is to make this transformation. It doesn't require expensive supplements or complicated routines. By adding a simple, scientifically backed ingredient to your water each day, you unlock a chain reaction that directly benefits your heart, your muscles, your brain, and your sexual health. The shift is remarkable. What was once a mundane daily habit becomes a deliberate act of biohacking your own body, producing measurable results in circulation, energy, and performance. This is why men over 50 who prioritize enriched hydration consistently outperform their peers in stamina, mental clarity, and sexual vitality. The key takeaway is this: plain water hydrates your body, but it does not activate it. To truly thrive after 50, you need more than basic hydration. You need water that supports nitric oxide production, energizes your cells, and amplifies your body's natural performance. Every sip becomes an opportunity to fight age-related decline, boost circulation, and reclaim sexual health. The body responds when it receives the right signals, and enhancing your water is one of the simplest, most effective ways to provide those signals. Men over 50, it's time to stop thinking of water as just a survival tool. It is an opportunity, a medium through which you can amplify your health, energy, and masculinity. By going beyond plain water and giving your body the compounds it needs to thrive, you take control of your vitality, your circulation, and your sexual performance. Don't settle for baseline hydration. Activate your body, energize your system, transform your life one sip at a time, your heart, your muscles, your brain, and yes, your erections will all thank you. Small changes can lead to monumental results, especially when it comes to your health, energy, and sexual vitality after 50. Most men assume that once they reach this age, their best days are behind them, that stamina will inevitably decline, circulation will falter, and erections will become weaker. But the truth is entirely different. Your body is incredibly responsive, even after 50, and minor adjustments in the right areas can produce dramatic, almost immediate transformations. The key is knowing where to focus your energy, what actions truly trigger positive physiological responses, and then committing to them consistently. One of the most overlooked, yet profoundly impactful areas is what you consume every day, starting with something as simple as water. Drinking plain water hydrates your cells, yes, but it does little to stimulate the chemical processes that maintain peak performance. By making a small, strategic addition to your daily hydration, you can amplify nitric oxide production, improve circulation, and revitalize energy levels throughout your body. This is not a gimmick or a trend. It is a science-backed approach to enhancing vascular health, muscular recovery, and sexual performance. Just a single minor tweak to your routine can shift your entire physiological landscape. These small changes compound rapidly because your body responds to repeated, targeted signals. When you consistently supply it with the right nutrients and compounds, whether amino acids like L-arginine and L-citrulline, nitrate-rich vegetables, or nitric oxide-enhancing elements, you create a cascade of benefits that extend far beyond hydration. Your blood vessels relax, allowing blood to flow more freely, your muscles receive more oxygen and nutrients, and your heart operates more efficiently. These improvements ripple through every system, enhancing stamina, focus, and performance in ways that feel almost magical but are completely grounded in biology. The beauty of this approach is that you don't need to overhaul your entire life. You don't have to spend hours in the gym or adhere to extreme diets to see results. Small, consistent actions, strategically applied, yield disproportionate outcomes. For example, adding a nitric oxide boosting compound to your water each morning may seem minor, but over days and weeks it transforms your body's response to exercise, your recovery speed, and even the firmness and longevity of your erections. These small, deliberate interventions accumulate into profound, life-changing effects. Many men underestimate the power of small changes because they expect instant, dramatic results from major actions. They look for miracle pills, extreme workouts, or complicated regimens, and when they don't see immediate payoff, they give up. But the reality is that biology rewards consistency and precision over hype and complexity by making small but highly targeted adjustments, like enhancing hydration with nitric oxide boosters, incorporating nutrient-dense foods, or slightly adjusting exercise routines. You send clear, positive signals to your body. These signals tell your blood vessels to widen, your heart to pump more efficiently, and your energy systems to operate at a higher level. Over time, the compounded effect of these changes is extraordinary. What makes these small changes so powerful is that they are simple, repeatable, and actionable. You don't need complex equipment or expensive supplements. You need the right knowledge and the commitment to implement it consistently. Every time you take a sip of enriched water, you reinforce your body's ability to circulate blood, deliver oxygen to muscles and organs, and maintain strong, reliable erections. Every small adjustment compounds, building a foundation for long-term vitality that feels sustainable, realistic, and achievable. Another key factor is the psychological impact of small, consistent improvements. When men over 50 see tangible progress from minor interventions, it fuels confidence and motivation. They realize that age is not a sentence, that decline is not inevitable, and that their bodies respond immediately when given the right inputs. This mindset is crucial because it transforms health from a passive concern into an active, empowering pursuit. Small changes become the gateway to a larger transformation in lifestyle, self-perception, and overall quality of life. The science is clear. Incremental improvements, when applied consistently in high-impact areas, trigger systemic benefits that far exceed their apparent scale in the context of circulation, stamina, and sexual health. These small actions produce measurable improvements in nitric oxide production, blood flow, and energy levels. What seems like a minor adjustment, adding a nitric oxide enhancer to your daily water, incorporating a nitrate-rich meal, or committing to a brief daily habit, can produce results that feel like a complete physiological reboot. Men over 50 must understand that transformation doesn't require monumental leaps. It requires intelligent, strategic action. Small, science-backed adjustments to your daily routine can reignite energy, restore sexual function, and improve overall health. By focusing on actions that directly influence nitric oxide levels, circulation, and cellular performance, you create a ripple effect across your entire body. Each small change compounds. Each positive signal strengthens your systems, and soon you find yourself performing, recovering, and feeling better than you thought possible. The takeaway is clear. Small, consistent changes are not minor. They are transformative for men over 50. Making targeted adjustments to hydration, nutrition, and daily habits is one of the fastest, most effective ways to reclaim vitality, stamina, and sexual performance. These small, deliberate actions compound into major results, proving that age is not a limitation but an opportunity to optimize your body intelligently, efficiently, and sustainably. Your commitment to these small changes today will define how strong, energized, and virile you feel tomorrow and for years to come. Reclaiming strength, energy, and confidence after 50 is not just a desire, It is a necessity. Too many men believe that aging means slow decline, that fatigue, lower stamina, and weaker erections are inevitable. But the truth is that much of this is preventable, and the solution lies in understanding the way your body functions at a cellular and molecular level. After 50, your body doesn't just need more effort. It needs smarter, targeted actions that directly stimulate vitality, circulation, and sexual performance. What many overlook is that small, intentional interventions can produce disproportionately powerful results, restoring not just physical capability but confidence, self-esteem, and overall quality of life. Strength for men over 50 is not merely about lifting heavy weights or pushing your muscles to exhaustion. It is about optimizing your body's internal systems so that energy flows efficiently to your muscles, organs, and brain. Nitric oxide plays a central role here. It relaxes your blood vessels, improves circulation, and ensures that oxygen and nutrients reach where they are needed most. When nitric oxide production is low, circulation suffers, muscles fatigue faster, and sexual function declines. This is why focusing on boosting nitric oxide naturally can have such a dramatic effect. It is literally unlocking your body's potential to perform at a level you thought was lost to age. Energy is another critical component. Men over 50 often experience fatigue that seems unavoidable, attributing it to just getting older. But science shows that energy decline is often a symptom of suboptimal circulation, reduced nutrient delivery, and diminished nitric oxide. By targeting these areas, you can restore energy levels, improve recovery, and enhance endurance, not just in the gym, but in daily life. Imagine waking up each day feeling alert, vibrant, and ready to tackle tasks with enthusiasm instead of struggling through a sluggish morning. That energy doesn't have to be a memory. It can be a reality when you understand the right physiological levers to pull. Confidence ties directly to this restoration of strength and energy. Men often lose confidence as they feel their bodies faltering, stamina declining, and sexual performance diminishing. Confidence is not just mental, it is deeply physical. When your body functions efficiently, blood flows freely, muscles respond, and erections are strong and reliable, your mind follows. You carry yourself differently, speak with more authority, and approach challenges with renewed vigor. The psychological effect of physical restoration cannot be overstated. It shapes every interaction, every relationship, and every aspect of life. Sexual performance, in particular, is a powerful barometer of overall health and vitality. Men over 50 frequently face a decline in erectile strength, duration, and consistency. This is not a mystery. It is often the result of insufficient nitric oxide, suboptimal circulation, and lifestyle habits that fail to support cardiovascular and sexual health. By understanding this and making targeted interventions, like adding nitric oxide boosting compounds to hydration, eating nitrate-rich foods, and optimizing lifestyle habits, you can restore sexual function that feels natural, effortless, and long-lasting. Strong, reliable erections are not a privilege of youth. They are achievable at any age when the body receives the right signals. The beauty of this approach is that it is cumulative. Reclaiming strength, energy, and confidence does not require extreme measures or overnight miracles. It requires deliberate, consistent actions that directly support the body's systems. Each positive intervention compounds the effects of the previous one. A small change in hydration, combined with strategic nutrition and targeted physical activity, produces measurable improvements in circulation, stamina, and sexual health over weeks and months. These small interventions accumulate, resulting in profound physical and psychological transformations. Many men underestimate how responsive the body remains after 50. It is not a matter of age. It is a matter of neglect. Once you start giving your body what it needs, nutrients to support nitric oxide production, hydration that actively stimulates circulation, and lifestyle choices that reinforce vitality, you unlock a cascade of benefits that touch every aspect of life. Muscles feel stronger, energy levels rise, mental clarity sharpens, and sexual performance improves. You no longer accept limitations imposed by age. You actively challenge and overcome them. This process also restores a sense of control. Men over 50 often feel that their bodies are betraying them, that decline is inevitable. Reclaiming strength, energy, and confidence is fundamentally about taking back that control. Every step you take, Every sip of enhanced water, every nutrient-rich meal, every deliberate exercise session reinforces your ability to shape your health and performance. It reminds you that your body is not a passive vessel, but a dynamic system capable of renewal and growth. Ultimately, reclaiming strength, energy, and confidence after 50 is about more than physical metrics. It is about redefining what it means to age, to live fully, and to feel powerful in your body. By focusing on scientifically proven interventions that enhance nitric oxide, optimize circulation, and boost overall vitality, men over 50 can experience a level of performance, energy, and sexual health that rivals their younger years. This is not fantasy. It is reality for those willing to act. It requires understanding, commitment, and consistency. But the rewards are undeniable. Your strength, energy, and confidence are waiting. The opportunity to reclaim them exists today. Take it. Every sip you take can transform your body. Yet too many men over 50 underestimate the power of this simple daily act. Hydration is more than a necessity. It is a vehicle for performance, vitality, and long-term health. When men rely solely on plain water, they miss an opportunity to leverage a fundamental science-backed mechanism that drives energy, circulation, and sexual performance. What many don't realize is that water can be far more than a passive source of hydration. It can be an active catalyst for physiological renewal. By enhancing it with specific compounds that stimulate nitric oxide production, you create a system in which every sip works toward better blood flow, muscle recovery, and reproductive health. The impact is cumulative and profound. Men over 50 often experience a natural decline in nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for dilating blood vessels, increasing oxygen delivery, and supporting robust erections. This decline can lead to fatigue, sluggishness, and diminished sexual performance. Simply drinking plain water does not address this underlying issue. It keeps your cells hydrated, but fails to stimulate the biological processes that restore vigor and resilience. The good news is that by incorporating targeted nutrients and compounds into your daily hydration, you can amplify nitric oxide production, transforming a simple habit into a powerful tool for performance optimization. Every sip becomes an opportunity to proactively fight the physiological effects of aging rather than passively accepting them. The benefits of this approach extend beyond sexual health. Improved nitric oxide levels enhance cardiovascular function, supporting blood flow throughout the body. Muscles receive more oxygen and nutrients, which boosts endurance, accelerates recovery, and allows you to maintain strength as you age. Brain function also benefits from improved circulation, resulting in sharper focus, faster reaction times, and better mental clarity. Each of these improvements compounds the others. As your circulation improves, your energy increases, which allows for better exercise performance, which in turn further supports cardiovascular and sexual health. The result is a positive feedback loop that amplifies vitality at every level. What makes this strategy particularly powerful is its simplicity. You don't need complicated routines, expensive supplements, or extreme diets. By adding a small but scientifically validated compound to your water, you trigger biological pathways that your body has been missing. These compounds, including amino acids like L-arginine and L-citrulline, as well as nitrate-rich foods such as spinach, arugula, and beets, serve as building blocks for nitric oxide. Each intake enhances circulation, energizes muscles, and supports firm, sustainable erections. Small, consistent actions taken every day accumulate into significant results, proving that optimization doesn't have to be complex or overwhelming. The psychological impact of transforming hydration into a performance tool cannot be overstated. Men over 50 often experience a subtle erosion of confidence as they notice declines in energy, stamina, and sexual function. Each small improvement, more energy during the day, faster recovery after physical activity, firmer erections, rebuilds self-esteem, and reinforces a sense of control over the body. The knowledge that a simple daily habit can have measurable effects empowers men to take further positive actions in nutrition, exercise, and overall lifestyle. Every sip becomes a tangible reminder that vitality is not a thing of the past. It is an achievable reality when approached strategically. Men often underestimate the speed at which results can manifest. While long-term consistency is critical for sustained benefits, the body responds rapidly to enhanced nitric oxide levels. Within days or weeks, you may notice increased stamina, improved circulation, and more reliable sexual performance. These early wins are crucial because they reinforce the habit and demonstrate that the strategy is effective. Men over 50 who adopt this approach often describe a renewed sense of energy and vitality that surprises them, proving that age is not a barrier, but a stage of life that can be optimized with knowledge and action. This approach also reduces risk factors associated with cardiovascular decline, one of the most significant threats to men over 50. By supporting nitric oxide production, you maintain flexible blood vessels, improve circulation, and reduce strain on the heart. This is not only about immediate energy and sexual performance, it is about long-term health, resilience, and quality of life. Every sip of enriched water serves as a proactive measure that strengthens your cardiovascular system, enhances recovery, and supports mental clarity. The act of drinking becomes a deliberate investment in your body's overall function and longevity. Ultimately, every sip you take is an opportunity to reclaim control over your body and your health. Men over 50 have a unique chance to leverage hydration in a transformative way, turning an everyday habit into a scientifically proven performance enhancer. By enriching your water with compounds that stimulate nitric oxide, you amplify circulation, improve energy, and restore sexual function. You shift from passive survival to active optimization, demonstrating that age does not determine vitality, action does. The small choice to upgrade what you drink each day compounds into measurable improvements in stamina, strength, confidence, and sexual health. This is the secret to maintaining a high-performance body well beyond your 50 seconds. Every sip matters, and every sip can transform your life. Action now leads to results tomorrow, and for men over 50, there is no better time to take control of your health, energy, and sexual vitality than today. Too many men fall into the trap of waiting for a perfect moment to make changes, assuming that aging inevitably means a slow, irreversible decline. The truth is that your body responds immediately to the right signals, and even small strategic actions can produce measurable, life-changing results. Waiting is the enemy of vitality. Hesitation allows circulatory decline, reduced energy, and weaker erections to continue unchecked. By acting decisively and consistently, you create momentum that transforms your body and mind, restoring the strength and confidence you may have thought were gone for good. Every day you delay is another day your nitric oxide levels remain suboptimal. Nitric oxide is the master regulator of blood flow, oxygen delivery, and tissue repair, and it directly influences stamina, muscle recovery, and sexual function. When you provide your body with the right nutrients, amino acids, and nitrate-rich compounds, you stimulate nitric oxide production and unlock a cascade of benefits that affect nearly every system in your body. Each action taken today has the potential to create results tomorrow, reinforcing the truth that your body is a responsive, dynamic system, not a passive one. By waiting, you miss the opportunity to harness its natural potential. The power of immediate action cannot be overstated. Small interventions, when implemented consistently, compound over time to produce outsized benefits. Adding a nitric oxide boosting compound to your daily water may seem minor, but its effects are profound. Enhanced circulation improves oxygen delivery to muscles, speeds recovery, and allows you to maintain physical performance that rivals your younger years. Improved blood flow also revitalizes sexual function, ensuring firmer, longer-lasting erections. These benefits are measurable and noticeable, reinforcing your motivation and proving that deliberate action produces results. Acting now also has a psychological impact that magnifies physical outcomes. Men over 50 who take control of their health experience a renewed sense of agency, confidence, and self-worth. The simple act of committing to daily practices that enhance nitric oxide production demonstrates that age is not a limitation, that decline is not inevitable, and that your body can perform at a high level when given the right inputs. This mental reinforcement is crucial because it strengthens consistency and encourages additional healthy habits, creating a positive feedback loop that accelerates progress. Consistency is the linchpin of this process. It is not enough to take one action sporadically. Results come from repeated, intentional behaviors that reinforce and build upon each other. Daily hydration with nitric oxide enhancing compounds, coupled with targeted nutrition and light physical activity, sends repeated signals to your body that performance, recovery, and vitality matter. Each consistent action compounds the previous one, producing improvements in energy, endurance, circulation, and sexual function. The body responds predictably to this stimulus, rewarding consistency with tangible results. Men over 50 often underestimate how quickly the body responds to positive change. While long-term habits are necessary for sustainable improvement, even the first days of action can produce noticeable shifts. Increased energy, faster recovery, and enhanced sexual performance can appear in a matter of days or weeks. These early wins are not just encouraging. They are proof that your body remains capable of remarkable performance, even in later years. Every action taken today accelerates progress towards stronger, healthier, more resilient physical function tomorrow. Immediate action also minimizes long-term risks. Age-related declines in circulation, nitric oxide production, and cardiovascular function can accumulate silently over time, creating problems that are harder to reverse later. By acting now, you address these factors before they compound, improving your long-term health and quality of life. Each day of inaction allows gradual decline. Each day of deliberate action builds resilience, vitality, and sexual performance. It is a simple equation. The sooner you start, the sooner you see measurable improvements, and the greater the long-term benefits for your body and mind. The opportunity for transformation lies in recognizing that your body responds immediately to the right interventions. Men over 50 who prioritize nitric oxide, circulation, and targeted nutrition see results faster than they expect. They regain energy, restore sexual function, and rebuild confidence. They no longer accept age as a limitation. They actively optimize their bodies, proving that vitality is a choice, not a privilege. The science is clear, the methods are simple, and the results are waiting. Every day you wait, you delay your own potential. Ultimately, taking action now is the key to transforming your health and performance. Men over 50 who seize the opportunity to optimize hydration, nutrition, and lifestyle are rewarded with increased energy, enhanced stamina, firmer erections, and renewed confidence. Each deliberate action compounds into measurable improvement, reinforcing a positive cycle that accelerates results. Your body is responsive, dynamic, and capable, and the sooner you provide the right signals, the sooner it rewards you with strength, vitality, and resilience. Today is the moment to act. The results will follow tomorrow and continue to grow, shaping your health, energy, and sexual performance for years to come.